It's the Clever Fool, bringing to you another episode of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition campaigns. Today we'll be playing Crossing the Pyrenees in Tariq ibn Ziyad.
732 AD, year 110 of the Hagira. After many years, our people have finally found another glorious leader to follow. Seeking vengeance for the defeat of our armies at the hands of the Franks over 10 years before, Abd al-Rahman al-Tafiki has rallied our armies for another campaign. Bred on the battlefield, al-Tafiki is no stranger to the ways of war. In addition to successful forays against the Visigoth, Asturians and Franks, his most recent exploit was the quelling of a rebellion by the Berber governor in Catalonia. To reach the land of the Franks, we must make a dangerous crossing of the Pyrenees. To arrive at the other side in time for spring, we will be forced to start this journey in the dead of winter. The rugged terrain is difficult for armies to cross, and our enemies will surely seek to hinder our passage. Many men will not survive the journey. I grow old, but I will make this journey through the frigid mountains, so that I might see another year of conquest.
Alright, our main objectives are for Abd al-Rahman al-Gafiki, 15 of your men, and at least one supply cart must reach the Umayyad camp north of the, how did they pronounce it? Pyrenees, I think? Our hints tell us that navigating the terrain of the Pyrenees is difficult. Get accustomed to tight mountain passes and adapt your strategy accordingly. The enemy fortresses nestled in the mountains are nigh impregnable. If you encounter one, turning around and finding another route is the best course of action. You will have no way of researching upgrades, but local villages may be impressed by your army and supply you with upgrades that you need. Protect your ranged units. Their tactical value increases exponentially in this land of cliff paths and narrow passes. Throughout most of the map, the high walls of the mountains will protect your troops from the worst of the elements. Cliff passes, however, are treacherous and exposed to the harsh winds. Units lingering in them for too long will begin to suffer damage due to exposure to the cold. Your scouts report that the army of Abd al-Rahman al-Gafiki in yellow has assembled near a local village just south of the Pyrenees. Their objective is to cross the treacherous region and rendezvous with the Umayyad soldiers in orange, who have made camp north of the mountain range. A few local villages in gray dot the map, overlooking important junctions and mountain passes. Their location makes them apt resting places, but seemingly little more. 3 enemies pose a significant threat to the Umayyad army as it crosses the Pyrenees. The Asturians, in red, are only a faint presence in this region, but their fortified bastion in the center of the map and well-trained, heavily armored troops nevertheless pose a threat worth considering. The Visigoths in purple prowl the eastern Pyrenees and are based in a fortress overlooking one of the major eastern passes. Their balanced army of infantry, ranged units, and cavalry will provide stout opposition to any who pass their way. And lastly, the Basques in green are native to the western Pyrenees. Their army of light infantry, javelineers, and cavalry would normally only pose a token threat, but their adept strategic use of the terrain makes them deadly even to a better equipped force. Let's go ahead and get this started.
The passes through the Pyrenees are treacherous and crawling with enemy troops. You have a long and trying journey ahead of you.
Brace yourselves for frigid winds and be wary of enemy ambushes. We must reach the Allied camp on the other side of the mountains before the cold of winter claims us all.
So we begin with 99 total units here, it seems. 3 of them are the trade carts, and 1 of them is our hero. So we really need 90. We really have 95 units, of which 15 must survive. So that's 3 out of 19. So we basically need just a little bit under of a quarter of our overall army to survive here. Let's do some army management here. We'll have our elite range units be grouped 2. Our foot soldiers to be grouped 4. Our genitors grouped 3. Our trade carts group 1. Our infantry group 5. Our cavalry group 6 here. Let's actually make the carts group 7 and make, where's our boy Tariq? Have you be group 1 here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's group our halberdiers together with the rest of the infantry here. So this will be group 5. This is group 6. So we have 1 is our hero, 2 elite archers, 3 genitors, 4 is our foot archers, 5 melee infantry, 6 melee cavalry, and 7 are carts. Looks good to me. We have Asturian knights leading the charge here. Let's back our general up. And push forward with our cavalry units. Looks like our infantry took the brunt of that abuse there. But we still have a decent amount. We don't have any healers that I just noticed. And now we have to decide which direction we want to go in. Now, I believe it was the Basques in the west. And everyone else in the east, the Visigoths in the east. And I think I'm gonna try to go west here. I don't want to attract too much attention here. I suspect that this northern route will lead to the Asturians' fort. We don't want to have our high line of sight cavalry stay that aggressive, otherwise they're going to run forward and waste themselves. Instead, we want to use our general here to do the healing and the baiting, because he can actually heal his HP back, as you can see here. We'll have our cavalry run in and deal the damage to this tower here. Perfect. Now we have some breathing room. Let's slowly inch our way forwards here. Wonder what this sign has to say. Anything? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that looks like a patrol. Did they see me though? Okay, it definitely looks like we don't want to go that way. Let's see if there's a patrol eastwards. Let's just have Abd al-Ghafiqi here bait the units forward. Right into the firing squad. We have a nice, a lone Huskarl in our second group here. I'm too lazy to reassign. We'll keep that Huskarl in that group. He'll be an enthusiastic infantry boy. But I definitely think this is the right play here to bait the enemies out. And al-Ghafiqi is pretty strong. He deals a lot of damage to the enemy. Let's not walk into that patrol. So let's be careful to keep back here. So I don't think we're going to want to go northwards. Look at that! He 2 shots a crossbowman. And he 4 shots the scorpion. Like, he can basically solo the mission. Oh, he's on low ground here. There's some locals in this area.
Feel free to rest. Our blacksmith will upgrade your armor.
Oh, so that's looks like it's +2 armor on just about all my units here. Yeah, look at that. It went from +2 to +4 there. That's really nice for us. It actually makes me wonder if we should consider going left to see if there's a villager that'll upgrade attack. If we go west, we'll run into green. But considering that we've taken minimal losses up to that point, it might be worth it to go both directions, at least to get the upgrades. I think I'm going to try that. I'm not going to go north there because that's probably where Asturias is. By the looks of it, at least. Nothing to the west here so far. There are some green units. But yeah, look at al-Ghafiqi go. He's like a one-on-one mastermind here. Oh, there's a patrol. Get out of there. Alright, we dealt with those guys pretty easily. This Huskarl is not long for this world. There's a lot of green units, but they're only in the feudal age, so their armor is not so good.
We are nearing the open face of the mountain. Let us traverse this pass quickly, lest the cold winds sap us of our strength.
Okay, so this must be the part where the cliffs begin draining our HP. Let's scout forward to see what they got. And the sapping hasn't really begun. There's a patrol. There's another patrol. So we'll actually want to go downwards. And it doesn't look like the sapping has begun. Let's move the camels back here. And let's see if we've baited the green units out any further. It looks like we lost them, unfortunately. Okay. Looks like this time we've baited a sizable number of them. We haven't taken any attrition damage yet from the cliff face, so I don't know how long we have to spend. No, 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 no. Come back, come back. What a shame. It seems like the rest of them are unbaitable. But Al-Ghafiqi is turning out to be quite the MVP in this match. Excellent. I did see that there were a few halberdiers that we didn't bait out of that first patrol, and that there's another patrol of cavalry archers, it looked like, and light cavalry. Let's see if we can go bait those guys out. Okay, that's the remainder of the foot soldiers taken care of. And if I were to guess, there would be a village right around there that contains another upgrade. Because otherwise, if we opted to go west instead of east, it would be unfair. East would definitely be an unfair advantage here. Still no attrition damage to our hero. Right, the good old tactical bait and switch seems to be working about as fine as ever. I just realized that the Visigoths are also only in feudal age, but they did have halberdiers, whereas these guys have weaker units, it seems. I'm still kind of uncertain about which way I want to go. Man, road raiders are pretty fast. with limited force missions like this, you really want to take the opportunity to be methodical when you can and make good use of your hero units. This is where having decent micro is going to be a priority here. Free kill on the mangonel there. Let's finish off the scorpion as well. See if we have anything to loot up here in the northeast. More enemies, it seems. I do not want to be taking halberdier shots on my hero if I can avoid it. I just realized that throwing axemen are the Frankish unique unit, and woad raiders are the Celtic unique unit. So the Basques actually have 2 unique units going for them. Actually took quite a lot of damage with our friend. Oh, and that must have been the attrition damage. So I guess our hero... Oh. Yeah, our hero does take attrition damage. It's just slower than his regen, it seems. That's very interesting. I didn't notice that earlier. Actually seems that that direction is a bit of a dead end. So we'll just want to continue baiting. And give Al-Gafiki a bit of a chance to heal up. Wow, he cleaned up those cavalry archers all by himself. All while successfully luring the 3 light cavalry out. That was pretty efficient, I must say. Now let's try to get to the village that must be on the west side. And I think I'm going to try to go east then, if there are fewer cliffs on the east. It seems that the west has weaker units overall, but they have more cliffs, that would be my guess. There's so many enemies. This is kind of annoying. Maybe it's not even worth it. With this kind of level, sometimes, you know, slowly and meticulously makes it easier overall, if a little bit less entertaining. Still, I was hoping that that squad force would be the last of them. We still got 83 of our units. So we're in really good shape here. And it looks like Al-Kafiki here has a minimum range, which does mean that you do have to micro him pretty intensely for success here. He's still in good shape, still recovering. I think there's another throwing axeman that we left behind. But surely we must be getting close to the village that has an upgrade. I mean, it seems that the right village, the eastern village, was +2 defense, so it would make sense for us to have +2 attack on the west side. Kind of getting a little bit lower than I'd like. Yeah, I gotta say the Woad Raiders are probably the most annoying for our general to fight here. Wow, we spent like 15 minutes bait and switching units here. Probably unnecessary to do this. But if you want to get, like, if you've seen my Barbarossa's March video, like, that required, I think, 10 units to make it to the end, and I got something along the lines of, like, 75 units over. If you just want to be extra safe and be certain that you're going to win the scenario, like, doing min-maxing like this is important in fixed force scenarios.
That horrid mountain pass. Onwards.
Welcome to our humble village, my lord. Allow our blacksmith to upgrade your weapons.
There we go, just like that. Just like that, we have weapon upgrades. So we've got +4s on our cav archers, +4s on our cavaliers. I'd say that that's well worth it. Something to note is that this village does have a tower and a town center that I can garrison in. Oh, what I should have been doing is that while I was doing that, I could have garrisoned some infantry in here. Let's move our infantry up here first. Yeah, because our infantry could have garrisoned inside to get some healing. And in fact, let's do that. I don't think I need to go that min-maxy. That's our general. I'll heal up as well. And do our friends have herbal medicine? We've got the one friendly tower here that we can rest up in. I don't think we need to go too overboard with the healing here. That would just be far too time consuming. I did do that once for Barry back when I was doing the silent campaigns. And boy oh boy, some of my viewers are complaining about that for a long time afterwards.
Just beyond this outpost lies a Visigoth fortress. We must find another route.
At least they're kind enough to let me know about it. So the other route must be this way then.
We are nearing the open face of the mountain.
Oh no, it's another mountain
Let us
face.
traverse this pass quickly, lest the cold wind sap us of our strength.
Did this guy get stuck here? Really? Oh, he got stuck. How unfortunate. We did lose one unit there, sadly. But overall, we're in pretty good shape. I don't know, I'm starting to have my doubts. If the east side also has cliff passes, then it might have been better to just continue going west.
عليد الحتمينيك لوصح دمت سلاح هجمف عليد الحتمينيك والله أنام والله دمت سلاح هجمف
I mean, it just looks like this side is just straight up more difficult. It's just the same mountain pass except with more difficult unit enemies.
لوصح عليد الحتمين دمث أنا ناو أنام عليد
Okay, so here you gotta ungarrison them one at a time. Otherwise they get ungarrisoned into the tower. So I could use some healing. And everyone else is in an infantry unit. So let's have our esteemed general move forward once again. I don't want my mooks here staying in the mountain pass too long. Otherwise they'll all lose way too much HP. And I really do think that the hit and run, at least, is going to be a vital portion of completing the level, because there really are a non-trivial number of enemies on the map. The micromanagement is a bit tedious, but it's not that difficult. And at the very least, our KD is probably going to be very good on this map. Another patrol down. Our infantry are all basically healed, except for this one Huskar who's still healing. And it looks like the end of the mountain pass is right there, so we should be good. I hope there's not a second mountain pass. Otherwise, it might just sap the HP of our units too much, which would be very, very painful. That's a non-trivial sap rate of HP there. Sadly, it looks like there's more cliff here. Really? And these are Husk girls, so even if I hit and run them like a million times, it'll take even more shots to knock down. This Husk girl alone has taken like 8 shots on account of his enormous pierce armor. But again, efficiency is efficiency. And if you want to win these games by a lot, you gotta be willing to be patient. Should go down in another shot. There we go. And there's a squad of cavalry up there as well. But man, if anything, this mountain pass is almost as long as the other one. Like, the east side definitely looks to be the more difficult side now. Of course, the grass is always greener. It could be much worse after this village too. I guess, to be fair, this cliff pass was after the village, whereas for the green side on the west, it's before the village. So there could be another cliff pass after the village, which would make the west side worse. But man, Al-Ghafiqi, what a peerless general. The power of auto heal and hit and run tactics in this game. He's probably taking down like 30 or 40 units by himself at this point. Let's not lose our general here. Oops. Yeah, we definitely don't want to lose our general. We'll actually retreat him all the way back down to the bottom. If we need to. This is a bit more cavalry than he can handle, I think. And I believe that the tower should mark the end of the cliff face there, which means this is just one large, slightly longer cliff face. It would make sense because on the west side, this tower marked the end, so it makes sense for this tower to mark the end. But man, this, especially for infantry, then, like, marching up the cliffs must be pretty difficult because they're slow. Like, trying to fight all these forces while on the cliffs must be a pretty, like, taxing experience. Okay. And I did see one halberdier left. I wonder if we can bait him out. Can we hit him from where we're standing? Doesn't look like it. There's a husk girl too. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shots on a husk girl from our hero.
We have braved that horrid mountain pass. Onwards.
Okay, so that's the top of the mountain pass. We got one patrol here at the end that we need to bait out. Oh, we're losing a bit too much HP for comfort here. Yeah, so for the light cavalry, you need to let them give you, you need to let them hit you once, so that you can get the distance, so that Al-Ghafiqi can throw a spear at them. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like you'll be able to create enough distance. I remember there are a bunch of crossbowmen up here. We can kind of bait them out because we have more range than they do. And this allows us to take them on without losing too much HP. That's what I call strategy. We've almost reached the end though. That's 3 light cavalry. Two light cavalry. 1 light cavalry. But we're dangerously low on health here. Only 50 HP. Hopefully we can put Ghafiqi past the mountain pass where there'll be no more patrols, and we can just let him sit there as his army follows up. He should recover to about 70-ish by the time he reaches the top. What's the range of this tower? 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Man, look at the HP drain on our range units here. They're gonna have such low HP. A good number of them are probably gonna die too, actually. Oh god, all my guys are gonna have such incredibly low HP except for my general. Oh no. Oh, I'd kill for a monk. This guy's stuck, so I'm just gonna delete him. Whoa, 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 why are they coming back down? No, 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 get back up there. Oh, they just lost so much HP. Oh, man, I might have just lost, like, all of them. Why were they coming back down? I must have hotkeyed the wrong ones. That's a major blow to army. A huge misplay by me. Thankfully, we didn't lose them all. So, they should at least be pretty useful still. As long as they don't take damage to scorpions. Like, stray scorpion shots are going to be things that we're going to want to avoid with those characters now. Oh, is this another stuck camel archer? Really? Losing those two archers to getting stuck in the mountains is really dumb. But now, at the very least, our army has a clear march to the top. And they're in reasonably good shape. Average HP on my archers is probably like 2 or something, or it's probably like a quarter. Thankfully, it looks like the trade carts aren't taking any damage. But man, look at this. My infantry is really, really suffering here. Oh man, we're gonna lose all of our skirmishers. Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose all these guys too. Unfortunate. Oh no. So basically, if you were a skirmisher at the start here, you're just not gonna make it. These guys all surviving with like 2 HP. Goodness gracious. I guess the play is you just hope that you have a horse. Because if you don't have a horse, you're not making it back. Well, that's a whole army up the cliffs. Let's not go south. That's not the direction that we want to go. I think the direction is this way. Let's try to bait just the cavalry out. Okay, we gotta kill the scorpion before he murks our archers. Let's not lose our guy to halberdiers. There we go. Oh, this is the edge of the map. Straight up just not even the right way to go. Oops.
An Asturian camp. Let us fall upon it as wolves closing in for the kill.
Still got 60 of our units. Remember to take it a bit slow. We're running low on units. Still doing just fine overall. These scorpions have gotta go. Okay, going southward will almost certainly lead to the Asturias fort.
leader had a minute.
They did it a bit too many more than I wanted to. But overall, we're still in very good shape. 50 units left. And we've basically wiped the Asturians here. We're definitely not going to head west here. The path definitely seems to be... The correct path definitely seems to be northwards. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more enemies. And there they are, some greenies.
Final Basque ambush stands between us and our goal. Press forward and fight bravely.
Press forward? No, we press backwards. Give these losers the good old bait and switch. Oh, we baited too many. We baited too many. Lost 2 units there. Still in very good shape. And I think, since he did say that it was the final ambush, we should be in good shape now. That was basically all their units left, I think. Okay, so we have 51 units, no, 50 units, not counting our general. We have our general as well, and we have all 3 of our supply carts, and all our light cavalry here too. Yeah, so it's really the cliff that does a number on you. I think without bait and switching, you might not even be able to beat this level. At least, not with the amount of resounding success that we have.
Wintry weather of the Pyrenees. Let us make camp, eat, rest, and then continue our conquests. Good work, men.
Yeah, good job. This is by no means a trivial mission. It is quite fun, though, to play the fixed force missions every once in a while. Yeah, so there's a second cliff face. That's the problem, right? On the west side, there's an entire second cliff face here. And we have to go past this fort, which is pretty unsafe, I'd say. Like, if we accidentally trigger this, we're dead. Whereas over here, we're like a healthy distance away from the purple fort and the red fort at all times. I think getting the attack upgrade It did take a while, but I think it was worth it. I think we still could have been able to win without it. But it really increased the efficiency of our archers, which is good. But you see how, like, for the skirmishers at least, I don't even think that it's possible for them to make it through. And there's definitely no breaking through these forts here. 4 castles next to each other. 2 castles here. A castle here. Yeah, there'd definitely be no breaking through here by via brute force. There's just too many of them. Look at that. Yeah, there's just way too many of them. There's probably like 150 units here. Still, quite a fun map, though.
Truly, I have not endured such a trying journey in the entirety of my life. The cold and cruel winds were like nothing I have ever experienced. And the fear of enemy ambushes lurking behind every bend is enough to drive a man mad. Between the elements and enemy blades, many of our men perished on the crossing. Nevertheless, we arrived in considerable force on the other side. It is more than many hoped for. We have little time to rest and recover our strength. The Franks will not lie waiting forever.
Cool. So that's crossing the Pyrenees completed. Next time we will go for the last mission, I believe, Razzia. Till then, my name's been the Clever Fool. Thanks for watching. Signing out.